Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Lisa here with a week ahead reading, this time for our beautiful Scorpios. Hey Scorpio, how you doing? Just gonna hide my ugly watch there. Okay, so Scorpio, what's coming up for the next week for you guys? Let's jump in and have a look. Okay, we've got the King of Swords. Also guys, please, if you can find it in your heart to like, I would really, really appreciate it. Any feedback, really. Open to criticism too. King of Wands. Wow, a lot of king energy this week. The Eight of Wands. In this deck, they're actually arrows, but they're the same thing. So the Six of Cups. The High Priestess. The Page of Pentacles. The King of Coins. And the Seven of Wands. It really is all about the masculine energy this week, you guys. The balance of the masculine and feminine energy. Because you do have the three kings coming up here, I do feel like it is all about integrating your divine masculine in a way that is grounded and beneficial without being reactive. I do feel like you are going through a bit of a spiritual awakening this week. So I think it's important that you guys keep in mind that sometimes when we're getting our practical affairs in order and we're learning about things, we can go to extremes. And I feel like you're definitely all about the masculine energy this week. So masculine energy is it has both good and bad qualities like everything else in the universe. And I think you're learning about those good qualities this week. And you're also learning about how to use those qualities to your mastery. So for those of you who are asking about love or wanting to know about love, what I would say to you this week is that someone from the past, a king from the past, might return this week for a love relationship. If that is the case, use your discernment, use your intuition, and make sure that you're not repeating a pattern from the past, because it could actually lead to some explosions of energy that you just don't want to deal with. It's better to be patient and wait for the right thing than to take action with the wrong thing that leads to an explosion and a redo. That being said, I do feel like if you do go down that pathway, by the end of the week, you could be feeling very defensive. So it's just a little heads up. If someone comes in from the past, it may not be the best idea to repeat the cycle. If that's not your story and you really are in love with someone from the past that you just cannot let go of, sometimes it's a really good idea to let them back in so that you can learn whatever you need to learn from them, and so that you can integrate the spiritual aspect of the relationship, because the connection is still there for a reason, and there's nothing right or wrong in love. It just is what it is. So there's no judgment. There's no like you should or you shouldn't. I just think that it's important that I remind you of your own power and your ability to choose for yourself and not let anyone else sway you in any other direction than the direction that you actually want to head in. So either way, whichever way it works out, you're going to be fine. You're going to actually really enjoy the experience. I think that it's a closure. It's a bringing together of some emotion that you really need to experience in order to move forward in your life. And it is a definite lesson, because we've got the Page of Pentacles here, which is the study card. For those of you who are looking at study this week, it could be that you're mastering or finishing some study this week. Because you do have all of these kings, they're about like mastering the realm. You've already done it. You've got to the highest level that you can there. You're already the king. So with all this king energy coming up this week, for those of you who are studying, I really feel like you're going to make a breakthrough in your study this week. It could be that you're completing a course, completing some school, completing some university, whatever it is, even just intuitive study, because you do have this, the High Priestess next to it. I would definitely say to you that this week could be a week where there's some spiritual study that actually leads to a mastery of these three realms, which is the realm of thought, the realm of emotion, and the realm of emotion, the realm of passion, and the realm of physicality. So I do want to say to you that I think this week is one of those weeks. It's going to be significant but subtle. I don't think for some of you, I do see that there is a message coming to you suddenly out of the blue that you're not expecting. It could be from this king from the past that's coming back in. For others of you, I feel like there is a message about your study coming to you. For others of you, I do feel like it could be a week of overreaction. So don't overreact to things. But however this energy is playing out for you, I actually really like this week for you. It's going to be subtle but intense in a way that is very deep internal energy. On the outside, I feel like the biggest thing I want to say to you is don't get defensive and defend yourself out of reactivity. I would say just make sure that you're giving yourself the space to react and respond. Respond, not react, because that energy is prevalent here as well. With the High Priestess coming up here, also look out for synchronicities, like little signs from the universe, like seeing 11 on the clock, or hearing your name on TV, or hearing your person from the past name on the TV, or whatever it is that you see as a sign from spirit. They will be prevalent this week too. Okay, let's jump in and get an animal spirit. What animal is working with you guys this week? What animal is working with you guys this week? This one. Ooh. Oyster catcher, concealment. Let me just feel into this one. I feel like something's being concealed from you, but I think it's a good thing, not a bad thing. With this person from the past coming back in, it could be that they've been concealing from you how they feel, and then all of a sudden they're going to reveal that unexpectedly. It could also talk about, what are you concealing from yourself? Are you really over that person from the past, or are you just telling yourself that you're over that person from the past because you want to grow, because you want to be the person that's over that person? Or are you avoiding telling yourself or concealing from yourself the knowing that there is still an attachment to a past energy that you need to clear out in some way, whatever form that might take? Whether this is self-concealment, concealing something from yourself, or concealing something like other people concealing something from you, this is a week where you're going to be dealing with that energy. So just keep your intuition sharp. Make sure you're listening to it. You will know what is going on. Like, this is not going to be a surprise to you. So if you're honest and you're willing with integrity to open your intention to seeing the concealment, then it's going to be granted to you this week, which is really super awesome. Because once you see it, you can clear it. Okay, other messages, please, Spirit. Other messages, please, Spirit. What else, please, Spirit, for our beautiful Scorpios? Portal. You guys are getting a portal this week. Portals in communication, portals in manifestation, portals where you're walking from one realm where you've mastered the realm with the kings up here and into another realm. There's a whole new reality waiting for you just outside the door. So big like opportunity for you guys to walk through those doors mentally, do some deep inner spiritual journeying this week. Go into your light body and walk down the stairs and go through the door, and then find what door is opening inside of you. Find it, because it will be some sort of huge blessing coming in for you. So I think that whatever's been blocking you is now going to, like, the concealment's going to come to the forefront so that you can walk past it and walk into this new opportunity that's coming to you. But if it's not a physical portal, it will be a spiritual portal. And the universe just wants you to know that you can loosen your grip. You don't have to hold on to things so tightly. You have been using coping mechanisms, whatever they are, whether it's food, addiction, drugs, cigarettes, drinking, sleep, whatever it is, exercise even can be addictive. Whatever it is that you've been using as a coping mechanism, it could be leaning towards the unhealthy end of the tendencies at the moment. So just be aware of that and know that the portal is opening for you to walk away from all of this stuff and walk into a brighter future where you have, as I said, already mastered what it is that you're trying to do in your world right now. Okay, and final messages for our beautiful Scorpios, please, Spirit. Final messages for Scorpio this week. Planning, patience, and cooperation. I think now is the time for you guys to actually be patient, because the plans that you're putting into place are actually long-term plans that are going to mean a lot to you over the long run. Sometimes when we're walking out of an old world and walking into a new world, we need to plan what that new world is going to look like. We need to say to the universe, this is what I'm aiming for, this is what I'm creating, this is what I'm doing. Now I need you to show me the plan. How do I get there? What's the practical step? And I think with this week, if you do the inner work and go through the process of actually planning things out in a conscious way, I think that you might make some really big progress this week. Fresh new spring energy is just around the corner. What was I just saying about walking from one world into another? I think this is just validating for you that you do have a really big new beginning coming in. It won't be this week, but this week is all preparation for that new beginning, and it's helping you to see what area of your life it's coming in from. Being a collective energy, I can't actually tell you what that is for you personally. For each of you, it will be different. If you are interested in a personal reading, please do check out the description box below. But ultimately, right now, you are getting ready for this new era in your life where I think that you're going to be able to laugh again. All the happiness and the joy is coming back, where you can take the load off and stop worrying so much about the physical stuff and start just really enjoying yourself again. And if it's not the physical stuff you're worried about, if it's relationships, then you're walking away from the past and walking into the future, letting go of all of the things that have been holding you back and starting to plan a future that's a really big rebirth for you. So I hope you guys have an amazing week. I love you so much. Thank you so much for listening this far, anyone who stayed to the end. And I will see you guys in the next one.